Is your business experiencing high employee turnover? What are you missing, and what can you do to reduce employee turnover? Hello and welcome. My name is Janelle Holloway with Eagle Hollow Enterprises Incorporated, and I'm here with Erica Kelly of Erica Kelly Enterprises, Tim Fleshner of Business Management Solutions, and Christine Lanesmith of Goodburn Profit Assurance. Erica, Tim, and Christine work with business owners and executives to develop effective company culture, utilizing tools from their areas of expertise, communication, leadership, and retention. Now, before we start, we are here to discuss creating a company culture that employees want to be a part of. If you're serious about building your company culture, then you might like to join us for our course on collaboration. If that sounds good, look at the Your Platinum Future website. The link is listed below. Now let's get started. Creating a company culture around collaboration will strengthen the business and attract employees who will want to stay with the team. And by the way, if you stick around to the end, we have a special gift for you. We have a bonus offer with our course, and we will show you how to claim it at the end of this discussion. Now, let me tell you a little bit about our first speaker. Erica Kelly is an expert in communication and resiliency. She has 3 decades of experience in leadership, mentorship, and coaching. Erica, from your decades of experience in leadership, what is one thing that had changed your approach to communication, and how has that impacted the culture of the organizations you have been a part of?
Thank you, Janelle. Janelle, it's a pleasure to be here. Hello, everyone, especially Christine and Tim. Nice to be in the same room with all of you. Regarding your question, Janelle, I think that the biggest lesson that I have learned throughout my experience in history, either personal or professional, is that I'm the one that needed to change. It's more of, when we look at communication, we look at communication from our perspective, and that's exactly what I was doing early on. And then I had to switch. I had to pivot and change the way that I communicated, so I could truly connect with either an audience or either an individual. So the class that we're putting together, the event that we're putting together in January, what I am going to concentrate on is those different roles that we take either in our family or in the workplace when it comes to how do we fit in the conversation. So I'll be talking about 5 specific roles that we take. One is the pioneer. Another one is champion. The one that I love the most is the influencer in a room. And then we have 2, a hesitator and a obstructor. And for at least the time that I have here in this room with all of you, what I want to do is talk a little bit about the hesitator. And the hesitator is someone that, you hear the word and you're like, I don't want to be a hesitator. But just hear me out for just 1 second. If you are the hesitator, this is how other people see you. They see you as someone that cannot make up your mind. They see you as someone that doesn't want to rock the boat either way. They just want to stay in their comfort zone. That's how people see you. But let's turn it around a little bit, and let's then talk about how you see yourself. You wouldn't call yourself a hesitator. You would call yourself responsible. You would call yourself maybe the adult in the room. And why do I say adult in the room? Because there's going to be people that want to drive that bus of decision making too fast. There's going to be people in the room that are going to possibly throw authority, money into that new idea too fast. So you the hesitator that sees yourself as being very responsible, that's why you call yourself the adult in the room, because you're the warning sign. You're the warning sign that's telling people, hey, slow down. You don't have enough information to move forward. And again, going back to the class for January, and what all of us, the four of us, are doing together is I'm going to expand on all the roles and continue, Janelle, continue to talk about this amazing role of hesitator with everyone.
Wow, Erica, thank you for helping us understand how communication plays such an important role in employee retention. Couple of great takeaways today, and we're not done yet. Our next speaker is Tim Plessner, an expert in leadership development. He has been taught and mentored by some of the most renowned individuals in leadership and success principles. Tim's passion is equipping others to be successful. So Tim, what would you say to a client who is struggling to sustain their business through adverse circumstances, and how will a culture of collaboration help them turn that around?
Well, it's an honor to be here with you, Janelle, and with Erica and Christine also. And that is a great question, and something that I'm sure has crossed many business owners or executives' minds more than once. Small business owners and business executives will freely admit that operating a business is challenging, right? There are several moving pieces that need to be managed. And in adverse circumstances, it's important for those individuals to prepare themselves to make the necessary pivots in business and in their lives. But let me start by asking these questions. How many of you have ever asked the question, who am I? Or why do I work here? Or what are we trying to accomplish? These questions have echoed throughout the centuries as people of every culture have wrestled with one essential question. What is my purpose? Purpose is defined as the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. Now, too often people clock in and out at their jobs, leaving passion and priority at the door. Yet all of us want to enjoy our jobs. We want to be challenged, and ultimately we want to make a difference. Well, as leaders, we need to establish vision for our organizations so that those that work with or for us will be able to align themselves with what it is we're trying to accomplish. To succeed, we need to clarify our purpose, our vision, personally and professionally. If we're unsure of what it is we're trying to accomplish, then how can we collaborate with others? How can we work with others? To be successful, you need to first clarify your own purpose. But to fully thrive, you need to understand your purpose, how it aligns with what it is you're trying to accomplish in your business, and then you need to find others that are looking to accomplish similar objectives. When you create that type of collaboration, the synergy you create will be unstoppable. In order to sustain a business and lead with purpose, there's two key elements that are needed: vision and values. And when vision and values are clear and compelling, growth and impact are unlimited. But when vision and values are confusing or ambiguous, then organizations will struggle to make meaningful progress. Now, vision conveys where you and your organization want to go in the future. It's that destination you are working hard to reach. This is what will keep the team focused and motivated. Now, on the other hand, values represent what a company or individual cares about most. Your values speak to your identity, who you are, more than simply what you do. Values are expressed through priorities, the things you spend your time, money, and energy pursuing. Vision and values lay the foundation for every purpose-led organization. When clear vision and values are established, then your purpose is defined. And when your purpose is defined, then others will be able to align themselves with what it is you're trying to achieve. One example of the power of purpose culminated on July 20th, 1969, with the historic landing of Apollo 11. But what unleashed the vision, the energy, sacrifice, coordination, and commitment necessary to put humans on the moon, that momentum came 7 years earlier with these words: We choose to go to the moon. That well-known tagline, delivered by President John F. Kennedy on September 12, 1962, inspired a nation to pursue the Apollo space program. Now, Kennedy characterized space as a new frontier, invoking the American pioneering spirit. He infused the speech with a sense of urgency, emphasizing the freedom enjoyed by Americans to choose their destiny rather than having it chosen for them. Now, I don't know about you, but that story stirs something in me that sparks something for greater purpose and productivity. When I meet with the three of you to discuss this collaborative effort that we're offering to organizations that will help potentially solve their company's turnover, I get passionate. Our sense of purpose, our vision and values, they are key to our organizational success. By establishing a foundation of vision and living it out in your day-to-day values, that is what will help you and your organizations be successful and create a culture of collaboration.
Thank you, Tim. I'm so excited that we have a couple more takeaways that we can immediately implement into increasing employee retention. What great information in that few minutes that you shared. And now we have Christine Lane-Smith, President of Goodburn Profit Assurance, who is an expert in customer retention. She is leading a global team of world-class trainers and coaches to bring high-quality education to the world. So, Christine, how do the tools you use for customer retention impact company culture and ultimately employee retention?
Well, thank you, Janelle. And it's so great to be here with all of you. And you know, that is a really great question because you might not see immediately an obvious connection between customer retention and company culture. But what I've learned over the years is that there can be a very close correlation. So at Goodburn Profit Assurance, our specialty, Janelle, within the customer retention realm is actually accounts receivable management. And so when you ask what tools we use, it is a lot about collections. In our case, we help our clients work with their customers for whom something has gone differently than expected and they now owe money. When I began this work, I had a fairly typical view of collections, I think. You know, being something that was really just a problem to be solved. It wasn't fun to do. And I also adopted to some extent the typical view of a customer in collection, being irresponsible, a pain to work with perhaps, or just generally unresponsive. But I've been extremely fortunate in my career because my first client in this realm was an organization that gave us the freedom and encouraged us to develop a different approach, one based solidly on collaboration. Hence my experience and my expertise in the art of collaboration. So Janelle, the processes we developed and the work and the tools that we use ends up costing our client nothing. In fact, it is consistently delivered an average 500% return on investment. And that right there is a key component in company culture and employee retention, because a team that is accomplishing those sort of results is doing very satisfying and fruitful work for their company. So everyone who's listening, just think for a couple of seconds about a challenge that you face in your business. And it doesn't have to be in relation to collections. These principles that we're teaching in this room apply right across an organization and right across the different sets of tools that we use. But just think about that for a few seconds, and then think about the difference it will make when your team is working together to build amazing long-term relationships with each other and with customers. We all know that that leads to more profit and improved customer retention, which also leads to employee retention. And what's magic is that the principles we model and teach to others apply, as I said, to the many tools and processes in a business, not just to the ones that I use in my specialty area. So Janelle, collaboration accomplished across any organization, as you've experienced in your business, becomes a win-win-win scenario, which is very encouraging for everyone, executives, employees, customers, all the stakeholders, and really just makes it more fun for everyone to show up at work. And that's why I love what I do. That's why I love teaching others about collaboration as a key to business success. So let me just share with you one of the best lessons that I've learned, because none of this is instant. It all involves ongoing learning and intentional application of what we learn. When we're talking about relationships and collaboration and excellent company culture, I think each of us will attest to the fact that it is a journey. So here's a true story. I have a friend who had an accident and had to learn to walk again during one very cold Canadian winter. We all have our Februaries, don't we? Some literal, some figurative, but all very real when we're in the midst of the troubles. So my friend wrote a book telling the story of his recovery, one step at a time. For his first painful foray out into the cold that year, he chose the goal of getting down the block in front of his house and back again. And that's how he learned to walk again. It's a story of determination and perseverance and faith. It's a story of never giving up. It's a story that applies to all of our life journeys, in both the bad times and the good times, because our growth and the growth of our teams and the development of an exceptional collaborative company culture happens 1% at a time. And that's the name of the book, 1% by James P. Moore, the 1% that changes everything. So when you learn ways to move forward as a team and solid principles that you can apply practically, and you take the 1% approach, the outcome is an absolute given. We often say at Goodburn, it can't not happen. It has no choice. Just recently, I did a 12-hour walk. Never done it before, had no idea how far I could walk in that time. I actually went really slow because I'd been having back problems. And you know what? I was absolutely shocked and surprised that despite my slow pace, I covered 20 miles that day, one step at a time. So maybe your company culture is okay, but you know, it could be better. Or maybe it needs a lot of help and you're not sure how to get there. We can help, but the steps are yours to take. And if you don't, well, you won't see the progress that you're hoping for. In 6 months, your culture, your collaborative efforts, and your profits, they'll probably be the same or maybe worse. And the first step is easy. Get in a learning environment that works for you. Make sure the teachers take a collaborative approach, care about your progress, and are committed to helping you apply what you learn. So I just want to finish by saying it truly is an honor for me to teach this topic in collaboration with exceptional professionals who are committed in all of those ways. Tim, Erica, and Janelle. And it is the very fact that we are living out every day the principles that we've learned about collaboration, which makes this a very unique and profitable learning opportunity for you and for your team. So join us on this journey, apply what you've learned, and enjoy watching your team collaborate for success. Janelle, I hope that answers the question, and I hope it gives just another snapshot together with Tim and Erica and yourself of what we can look forward to, what we are looking forward to, and what we're excited about.
Wow, Christine, I have written down at least 3 takeaways that I can use to improve in my own company employee retention. I'm so excited, and I want to thank each one of you for your insight and for sharing your expertise with us. I'm excited to be diving into this topic further in the course on January 18th, Collaboration, the Key to Business Success. I'm going to take just a moment and tell each one of you what a privilege and an honor for me it's been to be a part of your collaboration effort as you walk through this path. Thank you for including me. So, collaboration, the key to business success, communication, understanding the role each person takes on in an environment allows us as leaders to communicate effectively and draw the team in to collaborate as opposed to operating in silos. Leadership, a great vision is foundational for professional or personal goals. It's been said, as a leader goes, so goes the company. If a leader doesn't establish a foundational vision and then back it up with day-to-day actions that align established values that drive toward the vision, the leader has failed in establishing a culture that can effectively produce toward a common goal. Therefore, the leader has failed to establish a culture of collaboration. Retention, customer retention done right, as we heard earlier, is about creating a collaborative relationship between the business and the customer. This starts with an internal team culture of collaboration, which leads to delighted customers who keep coming back and results in employees who are satisfied with the impact they're having. As promised, we have a special gift for you. We are committed to supporting you as you take your business to the next level. We also recognize that transforming your business culture is easier as a team. So we are going to give you a free lunch and learn when you register for our collaboration course on January 18th, 2023. We will spend 1 hour with your team and provide practical tools that will transform your business culture. So how do you claim this gift? Aren't you excited? You're going to click on the link below and use the coupon code Lunch and Learn. That's all caps and no spaces when you register and pay for the collaboration course. Once you register for the course with the code, we will reach out to you and you will get to choose what topic you want to focus on in the Lunch and Learn. The expert on that topic will run the event. If you need to take your team communication to the next level, Erica will take great care of you. If your team needs leadership training, Tim will help you up-level your team. If customer retention is your pain point, Christine will teach your team a new way to work with your customers. Isn't that exciting? Oh, and one more exciting gift. Every paid participant of the collaboration course on January 18th gets to bring one free gift. That's a buy one, get one free. And who doesn't love getting a great deal? So take the next step in your business growth and register today with the coupon Lunch and Learn, all caps, no spaces. Thank you everyone for joining us.